Yo, is anybody there? I need 100 people. What's up, man? What's up? Just want to say I love all you guys. How are you guys? I appreciate you guys. How is your night going? I'm about to eat some soup. What do you need 100 people for? What's the news? I actually don't, but when there's more people, there's more of a way for me to find out what to talk about. I read the comments. When there's 7 people, look, nobody's typing. Now I have to think of what to talk about. But when you guys start typing, I can read the comments and just respond instead of create something. Like right now, I don't know what my next word is, but when you ask me a question, it formulates better. Let me go get some. Let me get my bowl of soup. Hold on. There's a lot of important messages. There's a lot of things that I have to share and say, but I don't know where to start, or I don't know what most people don't know. Not that I know everything, but man, I have a lot of answers, bruh. I just want to help people understand reality. I just want to make sense of the world. Well, I did make sense. I want to help you understand it the way I understand it. I don't even know which way. What song is that? What song is that? Little Uzi Vert song. You know what? We're gonna play "Freak on a Leash" by Korn again. Give me a song. I'll play it. I don't care what song it is. If I read it, I'm gonna play it. Give me any song. It could be a good song, a bad song. Any song with your voice. Just record your voice. I'll take care of the rest. Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's raped and taken from me. Who's gotta always be messing with me? Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's like I can't taste. Sometimes I can't feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. What did I do to my face? I had your mom sit on it, and I went to town. Gelato. Oh, that was delicious. Who's behind me? No, it's the monster. Is that the reaction you wanted? You got it. Got the reaction you wanted. Oh, look, it's the Temu comments. You got your insults from Temu. Excuse me. Let's rewind the song. 100 people in a chat.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's raped and taken from me, from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. It takes feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease? Nothing in my life is free, is free. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's I can't taste. Sometimes I can't feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes
We're gonna run that shit back one more time.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain, in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's not taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace.
All right, what song do you want to hear? Tell me right now. What song? What song? Hurry up. Give me Eddie's song. Hi from New York. What up? DBD from California. My name's Julio. What's up from... What up from DBD? DBD in a cut. What is up? What are you guys doing? Where are you guys from? Tell me a song you want me to play. Slipknot? How about this? You typical whore, 'cause I won't be your fool anymore. Oh, how about Paramore, dog? We're gonna play some Paramore Decode in this. Oh, don't get me on my Paramore.
This idea of continuous reinvention,
Ooh,
I
don't
think, is
shut
really
your
important. It doesn't
god
end.
damn biscuit neck.
Welcome to Reinventific Center.
Two.
Right in the middle of
Just kill me. It didn't do the strum. Man at all. Does it really sound like you're underwater? I don't even know the words to that song. Come on, man. Give me a song. You guys. But you know what? I'm gonna play this shit. I'm gonna play this shit.
I will break into thoughts with what's written on my heart. I will.
Shut up. All right, My Chemical Romance, you're lying. My Chemical Romance? Helena? Oh my God.
When we hit the
Don't worry, we're
pothole,
gonna play
we'd be
Parade after.
stranded for hours.
We're gonna do this
Our lives
thoroughly.
revolve around the pothole.
We're gonna do this thoroughly. Panic at the Disco?
Thanks to the Geico app, help arrived in under an hour.
It feels good to get
If you don't show,
It feels good to Geico.
T-Mobile has the best network.
I give up. I fucking give up.
That's why there's no replacement
You don't
in
shut
iPhone 17 Pro on that. Hold on, we should have music. Feel it at your dance.
again. So far. How am I not getting flagged? I think I just can't monetize my videos. I don't care. I don't want to monetize my videos. All right. You said Linkin Park? Nah. F that. You said Blink 182. Do you want to come to a party? My friends pick me up in a truck at 11:30. It's at a frat house, so people will be there. And And then I saw her standing there with green eyes and long blonde hair. She wasn't wearing underwear. At least I prayed that she might be the one. Maybe we'll have some fun. Maybe we'd watch the sun come up. Where's it at? Where the fuck is it at? Okay, right here. He said, "Do you want to come to a party? My friends pick me up in a truck at 11:30." All right, ready?
Just a minute,
This album taught me not to take life.
You wanna come to a party, my friends pick me up in a truck at 11:30. 6 out of 5,000 people look cool there and looking and follow, but I never dreamed there'd be someone that would catch my attention. I wasn't out searching for love or affection, so I paid my 3 and the girls got a free shine up before tequila, and we headed into the party. And then there was my girls who told us that dance we made the crowd too. My friends busy, so nice, 'cause I'm so nice, 'cause I'm the guy who was out there staying up. And then I saw her standing there with green eyes and long blonde hair. She wasn't wearing underwear. At least I prayed that she might be the one. Maybe we'd have some fun. Maybe we'd watch the sunrise. But that night I learned some girls try too hard. Some girls try too hard. Some girls try too hard. They just put things on the chest. Things they suggest. What was the news saying? And she was trying to get you was praying she could leave this guy. But that girl was how she's trying to get lost. What she's trying to this guy.
I'm 29 years old. Born 1997.
So when you see her standing there with green eyes and long blonde hair, she won't be wearing underwear, and you'll discover this girl's not the one, and she'll never be fun. You should just turn and run, because you'll find out that some girls try too hard.
What happened earlier?
I don't know, just, I think it's in my ears or something. She was like kind of walking weird, and I couldn't even touch her little ear.
Oh, wow.
But I went to PetSmart and I
Oh,
got
probably from the water, huh? From being in the pool?
that was Saturday. Sunday, you know? And then she
Oh,
was
I
fine
see.
all day. But I got her some air drops, so hopefully it helps. She feels good, you know, but she's not like fine.
That's good.
I don't know what happened. Put on some those pants or something. Better stinky? Bring it to the body. There you go. Let's see if there's other spots.
Here's a picture of my son.
All right. Good night.
Good night. What's another good song, you guys? What's another song? Baby Shark? Okay. He said, Choppa sound like Baby Shark. That shit go doo doo doo. Choppa sound like Baby Shark. That shit go doo doo doo. What the F does that even mean? Choppa sound like Baby Shark. That shit go doo doo doo. There's a show. There's a TV show called Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Look. This is Baby Shark.
From the moment you click it or
Choppa got a Baby Shark. That shit go doo doo doo. Choppa got a mag attached. That shit go doo doo doo. I'm just kidding. Choppa fully automatic. Shit go doo doo doo. You know this right here, what? Yeah. You know Baby Shark?
Yeah. Love it.
Chopper sound like Baby Shark cause it go doo doo doo.
Yeah.
I don't got no ass no more, but this ain't new to you. Said I'm just a broski, but I know she's fooling you. Chopper sound like Baby Shark cause it go doo doo doo. I don't.
He go doo doo doo.
Choppa sound.
that.
He said Choppa got a Baby Shark. That shit go doo doo doo.
Baby Shark. That's crazy. Doo doo.
Like, who would have thought of that?
Just keep saying that until you have an idea. Probably like, oh. Doo doo.
Well, no, maybe someone, maybe he was watching his little nephews and they were watching Baby Shark, and he's like, you know what?
Because the kids like it. He's like, maybe the kids.
Snowbird. What's Snowbird? I think I just. What's Snowbird?
Snowbird.
Snowbird. Someone said Snowbird. Oh, is that the rapper? No. Snowbird.
So, you know Snowbird? Someone says Snowbird. Snowbird?
No, Snowbird.
What's that?
I don't know. They said Snowbird. LMAO. I don't know what's.
What type of? Would it
No,
have to be a real thing?
I just saw Snowbird somewhere. I don't know where I read it though. Like, I don't know if it was a name or a title or movie or book.
Oh, I thought that's
A snowbird is someone who lives where it snows and they vacation during the winter to somewhere hot.
It's like a night owl, but that's really specific.
A snowbird?
Very specific. It's like all night owl, like they just stay up and it's like, oh, I'm a snowbird. So
Look at this bar right here.
I travel. Oh, this is.
Trade World Cup outcomes in real time on Robinhood.
Look at this first bar right here. Hold on. Or listen to
It's crazy.
Chopper sound like Baby Shark cause it go doo doo doo. I don't got no ass no more, but this ain't new to you. Said
Is it new?
this. It was 3 years ago.
That's.
Chopper sound like Baby Shark cause it go doo doo doo. I don't got no ass no more, but this ain't new to you. Said I'm just a
Really?
That's where the 6'7" guy got it from.
Really?
Yeah.
From what?
The 6'7" song.
What?
This thing's clogged.
Whoa, 6'7".
He's like
Okay.
Baby Shark. Do, 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 do.
He says it in that song? Killer Priest podcast with you is my favorite. Yeah, that was 2023. That was also 3 years ago.
Killer Priest.
Oh,
What do you guys talk?
He's a rapper. He's sick.
Was he cool?
Yeah, J. Cole shouted him out. So a lot of people are following Killer Priest right now, like J. Cole brought me.
Dang, Killer Priest.
Shades on Apple with the glasses, bro. Say Earth, cause he a savage. So many dead so many ashes.
I'm live right now.
Oh, 6'7". It's called Doo Doo. You showed grandma your tattoos?
Yeah.
What she said?
She was mad, but she liked that it said her name.
I live in Arizona. That's dope. Okay, so Doug about Manly P. Hall. Sorry about that, brother. So Manly P. Hall was a 33-degree Mason, but he didn't even join a lodge. They just gave him the badge because he was already teaching about Masonry without ever being a part of it. So you can find out that he's a 33-degree Mason without ever even going through the ladder. They just gave him the rank. So I think he's the only person to ever do that. He also died, and his body was found covered in ants. And people say that's symbolic because ants work together, and so his death is symbolic for us coming together. And he also said that he was born without, like, he was a hermaphrodite, born with female parts. So he didn't have any children. And his name's Manly P. Hall.
Oh.
So they said he was born a woman, but we think he's a man.
And his name's Manly?
His name's Manly. So you look at him, yeah, he looks super like feminine, like he had no facial hair. It's him. It's Manly.
That's crazy. And what they do? Manly P. Hall. They were just born both. With both.
That's his statue, dang.
Dang.
Got that fierce look.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because you wonder why some certain statues look so weird. Like,
Yeah, look at that.
They look kinda
This
crazy.
was him.
They have a backstory.
That's Manly, y'all.
Manly.
So yeah, Manly P. Hall, he wrote The Secret Teachings of All Ages. That book is awesome. It's a must read. And this is the cover. Look, he has a red fire on the right and blue water on the left. And it's like a flat earth.
In the tree.
It's a flat earth with the mountain at the center and a rainbow. And that rainbow is the Bifrost Bridge that Thor takes to go from Asgard to Hell to Earth to all the realms. So the Bifrost Bridge is the stairway in the Bible that angels go up and down on, because you can go to and fro.
Heimdall. That guy.
So it's about the red and the blue is the fire water. It's Shark Boy and Lava Girl. In that movie, she says, "Dream with your eyes open," because you're either awake, asleep, or you can overlap the states, which are the two pillars, which means you're awake while you're asleep or asleep while you're awake. 4 states. The 5th state would be consciousness itself. That's the quintessence. It's your essence, which is you. You are the quintessence. You're the 5th element, which is not an element. It's the observer principle. So there's 4 elements, and the 5th element is not an element. It's a state of being, or it's the act of observing, the principle of observing, or the act of observing. So what you are is not actually an object; it's a subject. You are the subject. You're the I, not the I am, not the I am X. The X is the body. The I am is the identity. The I is the principle. It's that which claims that identity. It's not the identity itself. So there you are. God would be the mind, the devil would be the body, and Jesus Christ would be consciousness itself. which can enter the mind, which is heaven, or enter the body, which is earth. So Jesus has the keys to heaven and earth, which is mind and body, which is heaven and hell, which is God and the devil. So when Jesus is one with his Father, that means you are one with your mind. And then when you are one with the devil, that means you are in this body. And people think, well, yeah, we're all cursed in our bodies. And when we leave the body, we are freed from the curse of the body. And now you can go to heaven. And they say that this is like a punishment. This is a curse. And you have to basically die a successful death, worthy death, and go to heaven. And then hopefully you successfully reside in heaven for eternity. But it's like, so heaven has a limited amount of people, and every day it gets fuller and fuller and fuller, because new people are going there, and you aren't always there. You have to get there. So there's people already. Anyways, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't hold up. Heaven, therefore, heaven is just, it's right now what's happening. It is having the keys to heaven and earth, which is being able to enter the mind and body without being lost in either. Being lost in the mind would be dissociation or psychosis. Simple. And being flexible in awareness is the goal. That is having the keys to heaven and earth. It's flexibility of awareness or mobility. So it's basically you have to have the ability to move your consciousness. It's not just know thyself, it's move thyself. I need to put that on a shirt. It's move thyself, because knowing thyself ultimately gives you that ability to move. You can't move without knowing. This is an example. When you're in a dream, if you know it's a dream, therefore after that, that should trigger the ability for you to move and control the dream. Before you know it's a dream, you can't control it because you're running away from the clown. Oh my God, you're just thinking, I have to hide. Where can I hide? But if you say, wait, why am I trying to hide? This is just my dream. You can turn to the clown and say, turn into a frog, and it turns into a frog. So the awareness of the dream gives you the control of the dream. So it's not just about awareness. Awareness is the step that gives you the control. But instead of controlling the dream, why not just go somewhere else? That's mobility. So there's levels. And I'm basically, I would say, according to my books, that is peak perception, that is Christ consciousness, that is the highest state you can achieve, is not just awareness of awareness, it's mobility of awareness. And I call it sovereign seeing. So become a sovereign seer, which means you're a mobile seer, which means you're a flexible seer, and not a fixated seer, which means you're fixed on the dream and you don't wake up, you're not lucid dreaming, you're just like, oh my God, I had a nightmare. Yeah, you didn't know you were dreaming, you thought it was real, and you didn't control it. So there you go. Freedom or hell or liberation or nirvana is simply lack of fixation. It's Buddha being the one in the middle. It's the middle path, not left or right, not yin or yang, and not neither either. Not neither. People say, well, yeah, if it's not yin or yang, it's neither. No, it just means not permanently yin, not permanently yang, and not permanently both. It's the ability to be one or the other. Like you can change. It's like having two hats. You have a red hat and a blue hat. You don't wear the red one forever. You don't wear the blue one forever. The answer isn't one or the other. And the answer isn't put both of them on top at once. The answer isn't even merging it and making a purple one. The answer is I have three hats, a blue one, a red one, and a purple one. And I can wear this one, I can take it off and wear this one. That is mobility. That is the goal. And I don't talk about afterlife, anything, because I can't help you with that. Nobody really can. They're just going to say, be a good person so you go to heaven when you die. That's cool. But I'm saying if you have nightmares right now, it's because you're not waking up within the dream. Your wind chimes, yeah, they're right there. Then there's lucid dreaming, but that's another topic. No, the Wiz of Keys, that's not a different topic. That's what I'm talking about. I said you're awake, you're asleep, or you're both, but you're not permanently any of those. You can be both during your lucid dream, during nighttime. But you're not going to wake up and still be both, because that means you're hallucinating while you're awake. You want to be both like on trigger, like okay, I have to. My teacher wants me to build a science project. So now you have to brainstorm something, an art piece, draw something, and so you're thinking. Um, so now you're basically closing your eyes and you're like, my teacher wants me to draw something, and you're closing your eyes and you're picturing it in your mind. So now while you're awake, you're using your mind because usually the mind is mostly used during your sleep, and during the day, of course, you use your mind. But if you zoom out of humans, you know that reptiles don't even have a neocortex or a mammal brain. So when you look at reptiles, they don't think. So um, organisms with eyeballs, not just humans, they don't need to think during the day. Like humans think, like, oh, I have to go to, oh, there's a car behind me, I have to switch lanes. There's an ambulance, I have to pull over. Insects, specifically reptiles, they're not thinking about shit like that. They're just like, I need to have shelter right now. I need to rest, or I need food. And and they're like, I'm hungry or not hungry. So they're just reactive instinct. They're completely instinctual. They're not. So here's the difference. A reptile is based on instincts. I mean, a reptile is what gives us our instincts. Our reptile brain gives us our is instinctual. The the mammal is emotional, and the human brain is intellectual. So every human has a reptile brain, which gives us our like if someone threw something at me, I'm gonna catch it because I have a reptilian brain. So reptiles, they don't have the next part, which is the mammal or the human brain, but they have that quick, like a freaking snake can like dodge you. You know, you try to grab a snake and it's like it's quick. So all I'm saying is you don't need thought. Humans, when you're in your flow state, you're not thinking. Um, like when people are freestyling, rappers, they're not thinking. That's flow state. So flow state is when you cut off this thinking part and you're just in your basically your serpent mode. Serpent mode is flow state. When you're not thinking, you're just doing. You're like that's like when boxers are not thinking. They're just watching your muscles to see if little tiny contractions are happening so they can know where to block. This is this is facts, and so therefore, I'm teaching people that thinking outside the box is not thinking at all, and it's not permanent flow state either. It's just the ability to enter flow state. So yeah, there you go. And my book talks about all this. Don't worry. I'm talking fast. All these lives are saved, so you can always go back. That's why I talk fast, because I want you to follow and subscribe and go back, and to get my books. What's your book called? This topic, consciousness, is in Beyond the Veil. It's in Demystified Mysteries, but mostly Beyond the Veil. That one has the most pages, and that one is the most thorough. Demystified Mysteries is mostly about witches um, and the anointing process. Beyond the Veil is um, the 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 how to achieve your full potential, and it's a lot about the Bible. Beyond the Veil is literally the Bible, the veil that's in the Temple of Solomon, and beyond the veil is the Ark of the Covenant where God meets with humans. So the Bible says God does not dwell in a temple. Well, he doesn't, but he meets with us in a temple. So he dwells wherever he wants, but his voice is present um, in the holiest chamber, the Holy of Holies. Only the high priest can enter behind that curtain. That curtain is the veil. Behind the veil is the chamber. So my book's called Beyond the Veil because only the high priest can go beyond the veil. You're not allowed. That veil is where the Ark of the Covenant is, and it's where God's voice will appear to the high priest. That's the meeting tent for God. It's basically that whole temple is built just for that closet. So like you don't even need the temple. All you need is the holy chamber um, behind that curtain. It's a little box room with another box, the Ark of the Covenant. But that's all symbolic. Um, the point is that when Jesus died, it said that that veil was torn. So we all know that the Ark of the Covenant, where is it at? Well, why are you looking for it? It said when Jesus died in the Bible that the moment he died, the veil was split. Like the whole world shook. There was an earthquake and the veil split. The sky went dark. Well, Well, that veil splitting means that there's no more separation between. That means that the Holy of Holies is the whole world now. Like, it's not like the Holy of Holies is here and only the high priest can go in. If Jesus dies and that shell is broken, then that means there's no more. I have to go through the high priest, and only the high priest can communicate with God. That means we all can communicate with God because the high priest is no longer necessary. That the mediator is gone. The veil is torn. That means there's nothing protecting the veil. The innermost and the outer are one. Divine and sacred and profane are one. There's no more division between you and the Most High. You have direct connection. That's why Jesus said, "I and my Father are one." And when he died, we all became one. So there you go. Why? So yeah, that veil, that curtain, it's not there anymore. So if the Ark of the Covenant's stolen, we know why it was stolen, because there was nothing protected it anymore, or there was nothing protecting it. It says in the Bible, when Jesus died, the veil was torn top to bottom, so there's no protection. Of course, it got stolen. So there's no reason, there's no bother looking for it. You're never gonna find it. It's been broken. Everybody shared it. It's been melted and turned into jewelry now. All your favorite rappers are wearing it. So, and it's all symbolic anyway. It said that it's not really sacred anymore if everyone has access to it. There is no veil because God is within you the whole time. It's not behind a curtain. So yeah, I can pull up that Bible verse where it says the veil was split top to bottom.
That's cool. Like, people are like, oh, well, then where's the Ark of the Covenant? Since it's real.
Look, there's all these like old ancient drawings. There's the veil, like huge, just split, and he's in the temple. Right here, there's the Ark of the Covenant. Look, right there. Green. It's always blue or purple. This one. So, anyways, that let me pull out the Bible verse now. Bible verse: veil was torn top to bottom. I think it says Matthew. Matthew 27:51. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in two from top to bottom, and the earth quaked, and the rocks rent. So the whole earth quaked, you guys. Jesus died. Matthew 27:51. Yeah, there's no more separation, no more barriers, guys. I never knew the veil was a physical thing. Yes, it was literally the temple veil. So it's telling you like there's no more need for a mediator. You can now go past that curtain. There's no longer a curtain. That means we're all high priests. And that's why the Bible said you're all gods, you're all sons of the Most High. And basically the reason they don't want you to know you're God is because I guess people might try to use that as a bad thing. So it's like you're not told that unless you become like a 33-degree Mason, because that's what Manly P. Hall taught. So at the lower levels, it's like, no, there is a God higher than you. And then at the higher level, it's like, no, you are God. So it's like, why do you say I'm God's servant at the beginning, and then at the end I am God? But you still are God's servant because you are God and God's servant, and you serve yourself. But it's like, anyways, that's the truth. They tell you to join the Masonic lodges. It doesn't matter what God you believe in as long as you believe in a God. Do you believe in something, a higher power? That's what they ask you. Do you believe in a higher power? Cool. They don't care about the name. It could be Allah, Buddha, Jesus, Santa Claus. Do you believe in a higher power? Cool. Now you're a Mason. So that's what. Do you believe in a higher power? You might think that means something higher than you, but you could say, yes, I believe in a higher power. I am that higher power. So nobody really asks you who's the higher power. So it could be anything. So at the end, though, you find out it's you. But at the beginning, you have to admit there's a higher power than me. So that's why there's Muslims as Masons. There's blacks, there's whites, there's Mexicans. Under that lodge, you are all brothers under the Most High. Are you a Mason? Just like Manly P. Hall, who didn't join a Masonic lodge but knew enough about it that he was just badged as one. What makes you one is that you are. We are all soul family. So, so no, I'm not a Mason, but technically, what is a Mason? It's a builder, and they are builders of Solomon's temple. Solomon's temple is not a real temple. So, if you're a Mason, you're a builder. That's what it means. Yes, I am a builder. I built my temple, and the temple's built with knowing. I know thyself, and I can move thyself. I have access to the inner and outer temple, which is why the veil has to be split when Jesus died, because you have to die to your fixation. And when you die to your fixation, you're now fluid to move anywhere. If you call yourself um, uh, a, a Lakers, then you have to wear a Lakers jersey. But if you call yourself a Miami Heat, you could wear the Heat jersey. But if you say I'm neither, you could wear both jerseys. I'm a football fan. I can put on a jersey. I could put a Lakers jersey. I could put a Knicks jersey. I can put any jersey I want because I'm not a Lakers team member. I'm a sports fan. So make yourself a sports fan where you can wear any costume and not only be stuck on one costume. Lakers can't put on another costume. So that's the goal. The goal is to just be able to, if Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life, what did he do? He died and came back to life, but when he died, that veil was torn. So you have to die to your fixations and you will be reborn with clearer vision. And you will have direct access to God, which is direct access to your mind. God in heaven is your mind. The devil in earth is your body. So the devil just rules the body. He doesn't rule the mind. God just rules the mind. He doesn't rule the body. And Jesus is the stairway between heaven and earth, so he rules the mind and the body. So he's basically allowed to go into the house of God and allowed to enter the house of the devil. And the Bible tells you that this earth is ruled by the devil. This is the devil's world. It's Satan's world. It says it repeatedly. Satan rules this world. And Satan offers it to Jesus on this mountain. Satan brings Jesus on top of the mountain and says, I'll give you the world. And Jesus says, I don't want the world. I want eternity in the kingdom of heaven. So Satan literally offers Jesus the world. How can he do so if he didn't possess the world? It's Satan's world, and he offered it to Jesus. And that's thing. So Jesus says, I don't want only the keys to earth. I want the keys to heaven and earth. So he actually does rule the earth. But Satan was basically saying, you can only rule the earth and not go to heaven. But he's like, why would I do that when I can have both keys? If I accept your key, I won't get both keys. That's cool. Satan Satan offers Jesus the world. Okay, guys, this is in Matthew 4:8 through 10. So Matthew chapter 4, verse 8 through 10. It says, again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. He said, all this I will give you. He said, I will, if you will bow down and worship me, I will give all of this to you if you bow down and worship me. Jesus said to him, away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only. So Satan said, if you bow down and worship me right now, I will give you the world. Satan said, heck no. Jesus said, heck no. So what did he have? He now has the keys to heaven and earth, not just earth. So that's it. This is heaven. This is earth. You want the keys to heaven and earth, which means you can wake up. Satan was basically your mind telling you to stay asleep. Stay asleep. And your awareness is like, this dream is pretty cool, and if I stay dreaming, I can have whatever I want. Look, I can make anything appear. I could stay in a dream, but then what? you would be leaving out your family. Your body would actually die in a few days if you didn't eat or shower. You'd get ringworms. So you have to come back to your body and wake up. That's what it means to have access to the mind and the body, because literally some people can sleep and never wake up. They can have a coma, or they can be trapped in their own thoughts. Dissociation, psychosis, schizophrenia, split personalities. That means something else came to the surface, something else is driving the car, and they're in the back seat. So they didn't come back to the surface. They're underwater, and something else is on the surface, showing itself. And it's like, where are you're in there somewhere? Come out, and like you're deep inside, stuck. You're in the sunken place. So the goal is to enter the mind, look at all the pretty colors, and then come out of the mind and come to the body, and then not just be in one at a time. Overlap them whenever you want. Say, you know what, um, I want to dream while I'm awake, and that I think that's how you have like incredible artists like Leonardo da Vinci, like Mona Lisa. Like, was he drawing a woman that was sitting next to him, and he looked at her, and then he drew, and then he looked at her, and then he drew, or was he just drawing something out of his own mind, drawing? Who knows? But I think the ability to draw so good is because you already see it in your mind. So if you have a blank piece of paper, you're not really just letting your hand move, you're actually tracing what you already see in your mind. You're tracing it, and you're just letting others see what you already see there. Like, it's already there in your mind, but no one else sees it, so you're gonna draw it. So I can do that somewhat. I'm not like, I basically can like see it once. I can't constantly see the image. I can see the image once and be like, okay, and then basically try to draw the image if I can remember it. Like, okay, how did it look? It was this, boom. And I have to refer to that image in my mind. But if you can like constantly just put an image there and just trace it, that's pretty cool. So I think that's what it means to dream while you're awake, daydream. Um, and that's what all these movies are about. I literally screen recorded. I looked for the episode on Stranger Things. It was episode 4, season 4, episode 6, and season 4, episode 8. 8 was called Papa, and I forgot what 6 was called, but in 6, Papa tells 11, he's like, she's like, I saw blood everywhere. And he's like, yeah, because your subconscious is invading reality. And then in Shark Boy and Lava Girl, she tells Max, she's like, Lava Girl tells Max, dream with your eyes open. And then he's like, I'm the daydreamer. He tells that to Linus. He's like, I'm the daydreamer.
When he wakes up?
No, in the dream. He's like, I can dream with my eyes open. And then when he does wake up,
With my eyes.
when he does wake up at the end, he gives the girl the crystal, and she's like, do you know this? And she's like, only in my dream. So he brought it out of the dream, which means bringing the dream into reality. So he brought the necklace to her, and she's like, I only seen it in my dream. And she's like, I know what to do. So she goes up to the Mr. Electric, and then she just makes him freeze, because your dreams can become reality. So Max's nightmares became real, and that's why Mr. Electric was there. But the girl's dream was more powerful than his nightmare, and so she made her dream real, which defeated his nightmare, which was real. So it was basically Max and the little girl at the end. He couldn't turn off his own nightmare, but she could turn on her dream, which overpowered his nightmare, which was Mr. Electric. And then at the end, the very end, I think he's reading something, and he's like, I forgot what he said. But anyways, all these movies, they're about awake, asleep, or awake while you're asleep, or asleep while you're awake. And also the danger is pseudo integration. What is that? It's so it's the reason why her name is 11, which are the two pillars, sun and moon. Those are the two pillars. That's 11. So Dimension X was basically the idea of collapsing the regular world, and Dimension X, which was also called the Abyss. It was Vecna's world. So his idea was Dimension X was going to be the collapsing of two worlds, and they wanted to prevent that. So I'm telling you, when people identify with the mind, that's psychosis. It's because you're the goal is to be fluid to be able to back out of, to enter both, like two hats. Dimension X means you're combining both pillars. So remember, like I said, it's not having one hat forever. That's Dimension X. It's just two, it's both hats combined and saying, oh, I have access to both. No, you don't. That's access to one world called Dimension X, and you've merged them together. You don't have mobility because there's nowhere to go. It's all one. You're supposed to have two of them separated, but you have access to both. So one doesn't mean actually erasing the line. There's still a border between America and Mexico, but you just have a passport now. So you don't erase the border and say, it's now one whole country. No, there's two countries that you can access. There's two pillars that you have access to, mind and body. You don't merge them because that would be pseudo-integration, and that would actually just be you confusing, that would just be you living in the mind. Because you don't have access to both. What are you saying is both? I have access, you're not whole, you're not complete if you've made yourself permanent in one station. That is not complete. So that's what I call a false prophet and pseudo-integration. So examples of that are like, there's a couple characters that have this. One of the characters is, it's Vecna for sure. Two pillars. What other? There's a couple people. It's all the villains, honestly. Like, come on, it's every single villain is suffering from pseudo integration. Talking in circles. It's called staying consistent. It's called making a point, and it's called reassurance. It's called reiteration. So, oh, here's an example. Here's a good example. Have you seen the movie Shallow Hal? Put a 1. Have you seen the movie Pirates of the Caribbean? Put a 2. So if you haven't, don't put anything. But if you saw Shallow Hal, I promise you this isn't word salad. Okay, you've seen Shallow Hal. You saw Pirates of the Caribbean 1 and 2. Okay, Shallow Hal's 1, Pirates of the Caribbean and 2. I'm gonna tell you how they're the same movie. So look, in Shallow Hal with Jack Black and who was it? Gwyneth Paltrow. He can only see the surface. So look, she's actually very overweight, but he thinks she's skinny. Look at, she tips the whole bench because she's very, very heavy, but he thinks she's light, but she's heavy, she's big. It's the same movie, Pirates of the Caribbean with Jack Sparrow, and I'm gonna tell you how they're the same. Pirates of the Caribbean. Look at this. I'm gonna blow you away. Look, look, look. Pirates of the Caribbean. So Jack is a pirate, and Orlando Bloom is his name is Will. He is a British man. So Jack is very good at not thinking. He just spontaneous. He just acts. He just does things, and he gets away. He freaking flies away on a flagpole. He takes off. So the other guy, he actually is kind of the same. He's learning to be more pirate-like. He's learning how to be fluid and flexible and just be spontaneous like Jack. Jack is learning the laws and the contracts and the system. So they're both, so the pirate is learning how to, the pirate is not just a pirate. He can be a British, he could be a pirate, and so can Will. Will is not just a British guy, he's also a pirate. So it's not that the pirate is learning to be uh, more civil and the civil man is being more crazy like a pirate. He's both. Will is civil and he's a crazy pirate. Jack is a pirate and he can be a civil human and make deals. So the goal is to integrate your left and right brain. It's also the mind and body, not to merge them together. but to incorporate both of them. I could be a pirate, I could be a freaking Will Turner, a British guy. And now think about Shallow Hal. My bad, I was supposed to combine two different movies, but this still works. Think about Shallow Hal and this movie. Gulliver's Travels. They're all the same movie. This is the same movie too. This is Gulliver's Travels with Jack Black. It's when he's big and he's small. Right there. This is Gulliver's Travels. So in Shallow Hal, he sees the surface at the beginning of the movie. He thinks, oh, that woman is hot. I want to be with her. She's sexy. She's skinny. But then he is cursed because he doesn't care about their emotions. He doesn't care about their personality. He only cares about their looks. So now he is cursed to only see their personality. He can't see, like, you know how I have tattoos? He has a curse where he can't see my tattoos. I would look just like a beautiful person because he's only going to see my personality. But then when he finally snaps out of it, he's going to say, whoa, dude, I don't have any money. Don't rob me. I'm like, dude, I'm not a gang member. I'm not going to rob you. He's like, oh, I barely noticed your tats. Your personality shined. I couldn't see your personality outshined your tats, your looks. So anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say is this. Jack Black in Shallow Hal, he can only see the surface, then he can only see the deeper, and at the end of the movie, he can see both. Now, the fat girl that he's with, he's like, ew, why am I with you? So he actually realizes, I need to snap out of it. I was only looking at the inside. But he said, I don't want to just be lying to myself. Like the answer is not just to go from here to here, it's to have both of them. So Shallow Hal says, I can see the surface. I want a beautiful girlfriend, but I also see the inside, and I want a woman that I can connect with. Some people just want someone they can connect with, and even if they're ugly and they know they're ugly, or not beautiful or not what they wanted, they just settled for less. They settled for inner, not outer. Some people settle for outer, not inner. The goal is to settle for both. So Pirates of the Caribbean, he is a pirate and he is a Brit. In Gulliver's Travels, remember in Gulliver's Travels, he's a giant at first, but then he becomes little. When he leaves, he becomes small. He's a little doll. And then he goes back to the big world and he saves them because at first he was taking advantage of them. So there you go. The goal is not to be submissive and small. The goal is not to be big and a bully. The goal is to be big when you need to be and small when you need to be. And that's what it means to be Jesus and have this keys to heaven and earth. So, do you guys remember um, the Three Little Bears? The Three Little Bears talks about, or the Three Bears talks about, or Goldilocks, sorry, not the Three Little Bears, it's Goldilocks. In Goldilocks, she doesn't want the bowl of porridge that is too hot or too cold. She wants the one that's just right. So there you go. The goal is not to be too hot or too cold. You want to be just right. That's Goldilocks. So I hope you guys can understand this. That's right, that's the crown chakra. Can you build on anger? I don't know what that means, but anger anger is synonymous with the word anchor. So anger is basically an anchor, and anger brings you down. It weighs you down, and it limits you. It has you stuck in one emotion, anger. Um, I mean, it has you stuck on one thing. Like if you're angry, you're not happy until you get revenge on that one person. That's what I mean. You're fixated. So that becomes a problem because you can't do anything productive until you get revenge on that person. You're not happy until you get revenge. And so your happiness is limited. It's bad for you. It's not bad for anyone else. Anger sucks because it controls your happiness. It's like I'm not going to be happy until I make that person pay. It's like, wow, your happiness depends on someone else's happiness. If they're happy, you're not happy. Who cares if they're happy or not? You should just be happy. So, anyways, anger is an anchor because it keeps you stuck. So, I guess that's all I have to say about that. Oh, hey, Paula. If you can send me another package, that'd be dope. That last package was insane. It's not obvious we have a creator. Yeah, Paula. Always nice to see you and hear from you. Honestly. Hope you're okay. I assume you're okay. Um, what's the meaning of the tattoo under the left eye? I'm not sure if this one or this one. This is phi, which is the representing the number 1.618. I'm good. That's good. It's really good. I'm good. Just chilling. I mean, I cried earlier today because I was actually it was yesterday. I cried yesterday because I was sad. I was just lonely. I don't have anyone to talk to. And it's like, sometimes I have people watching, but then it goes down to zero sometimes and there's no one there. So I was just crying because it can drive someone crazy just not having someone to talk to, just having no one at all. So, like, when my son goes home, when my son goes back to his mom's house, even when he's here, he's just upstairs with his brother, with my brothers, his uncle, but I still see him when he comes down. We still eat together. But I just feel more super lonely when he's gone, and when I just I don't even have like service on my phone. So when I look at my phone and I have no one texting me, no one talking to me, I just feel like I just feel so alone. I just want to like talk to someone, just say, hey, what are you doing? So I'm okay. I'm good. I just, here's the good news. I made a video on Santos's page and I said, hey guys, I need a place to not stay, but I would like if someone can welcome me to their place because I need to make content to promote my new books. If somebody can invite me over so I can make content because like my house is too loud. I can't make content here. So I basically made a video and a lot of people hit me up. Some lady that lives in San Francisco was like, "Hey, you could live with me for a bit," and she seems really cool. So I might stay with this lady, and she seems like a very nice, cool lady, and I may be able to make me some content. So I'm kind of excited. Just I forgot about that. Um, but besides that, I just be so lonely. Well, look, you don't have to live in Cali. Where do you live? Lucid Melody? I can leave the states because she said I can only stay there for a little bit. I can come to Indiana. I just got to get a train ticket or a plane ticket. Choppa sound like Baby Shark. That shit go doo doo. I can't even leave to Australia anyway because I don't have my passport. Why is the house loud? Because we have a freaking 98-inch TV. That shit is massive. It's a freaking ginormous, tremendous TV. She said that would be great. Oh, you're right. I read that. I just didn't read it out loud. Yes, that would be awesome, Lucid Melody. Yay! She said, that's why you're always outside. Yeah, man, I hate being in there, bro. I hate the freaking TV. I hate the PlayStations. I hate the games. I have two brothers, and they're both, one's upstairs playing the PlayStation, one's downstairs playing the PlayStation, which is totally fine. I just can't make content. They're like, yes, ga ga ga, brrrah, boom. I'm just like, oh, that girl, 1887. You haven't had a TV for 2 years? Please adopt me. Just adopt me then. Just so I can, just so I can promote my books, and then I'll be a millionaire in freaking less than a year. And then I'll buy us both a crib. And then I'll adopt you. No, I'm playing. I don't watch TV anymore. Dope. I have all of that stuff, but I live in the country kind of, so it's very peaceful. Do you have sisters? One. Do you need a TV? Heck no. Don't need, don't want. No. Where do you stay at? That girl, 1887, where you stay? Where you at? That sounds like a great place in the country. I'm out, guys. Always remember. Always remember what? How much do you get on Centerlink these days? I live on an island, LOL, called Walpole Island. Damn. I got fans on the island. Just kidding. Jesus is the way. He's the lifestyle. That's right. You gotta walk his path. You gotta die and come back to life, brother. You're cute. Good vibes. Thank you. You're not far from Sydney. I'm not far away from Sydney. I live nearby to the water and the mountains. I can't, I legally can't leave America. I'm stuck here, guys. I'm trapped in America. I wish I could go anywhere. I'd be there. I'd be there in a second. Anger is the anchor. Yes. Anger. Anger is the same word as anchor. Anger is anchor. Anger equals anchor. G equals CH. And vowels are interchangeable. So E equals O. Anger is anchor. Dang, the country loves you so much. They never want to let you go. Yeah, man, I'm freaking stuck here, dog. They love me. They married me. No, I'm kidding. No. Human beings are just a parcel of different elements found elsewhere in the universe. Come on, Josh G's. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Snap back to reality, dog. No, I get you though. We are just basically different elements. We are we are the center of the. Uh, anyways, can you tell us about how you got your knowledge or awakening? Did you have a near-death experience? Heck no. Listen, so near-death experiences will just tell you that that there's a vision out there. So when you see this vision during your near-death experience, ayahuasca trip, DMT, whatever it is, peyote, mushrooms, when people have this psychedelic flash, they it's not about the flash. It's not about what you see in that vision. The images that you see in your mind are just visions. You didn't go anywhere. You didn't astral travel. You didn't leave your body. You didn't astral project. You entered the mind. You witnessed the mind. So the goal is this. I mean, that having near-death experiences, all they do is give you a vision. That vision is gonna give you a hint at what you are, because you're gonna say, "Wow, that vision was so absurd. It couldn't. It defied physics. If your vision defies physics and is unreal, not just surreal, unreal. If that shit is absurd and odd and doesn't make sense, then you're gonna say, okay, I am not the content of the mind. I am that which observes the mind. So when you have a near death experience, all you're gonna do is you're gonna see life differently now. Why? Because you realize I don't have to identify with the contents of the mind. I don't have to identify with anything because I am not that. I am um, the identification is like it's like a it's like a tag. You're not supposed to wear the tag on a new shirt forever. You're supposed to rip it off. So so there you go, man. So I'm sorry to answer your question. I got lost there. I got a little near death experiences. My point again, just to finish, is that it helps you realize what you truly are, and you're not just pure awareness. You are the observing principle, which observes mind and body, one or the other or both. Remember that. You're the thing that is actively witnessing, not just the witness, because you're not an object. You're the you're the you're the witnessing principle, the act of witnessing. That's you basically you're a process. You're not a thing. You are the thing that's witnessing. You're the witnessing thing. I mean, you're the act of witnessing itself. Anyways, but that's not really what you are. That's just how you perceive. That's how you see. Anyway, um, how did I get to this? Just crucify me already. Just kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I came across a YouTube channel called Santos Bonacci. There, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Also, I have something else. I have something else to share with you. So listen, I have something else to share. So yes, Santos Bonacci YouTube channel. Oh, you came across me? Oh my God, that's insane. That is so insane. Oh, I can't believe. So look, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh God. Okay, what woke me up? Tupac Shakur, Tupac Amaru Shakur, um, California Love, Tupac, the rapper. When I was born, 1997, it was exactly 2 months after he died. Yes, I was born 2 months after Tupac died. Tupac died November 1996. I was born January 1st, 1997. So basically, I'm not saying I'm the reincarnated Tupac. All I'm saying is when he died, his album, his last album was called The Dawn Illuminati. It was called The 7-Day Theory. He was shot November 7th, 1996. He died 7 days later, November 13th, Friday the 13th, 1996. So he was shot on the 7th and he died 12 days later. But for 13 days, he shot and died. Wait, 13 days? No. On the 13th was the 7th day. For 7 days. What am I saying? Tupac got shot and on the 7th day he died. Okay? So listen. Before I found Santos Bonacci, I was always a freaking critic of the government. I was like, I said, this shit was planned. They told us he died, but he planned it. So either I thought he faked his death because the last album, he said Machiavelli in this. Why did Tupac rename himself Machiavelli? And I think Tupac renamed himself. It wasn't his last album. Wasn't the Don Illuminati 7-Day Theory by Tupac. It was his name was the Don Illuminati. That was his name. No, my bad. His name was Machiavelli. It was Don Illuminati by Machiavelli. So that's what he called himself. So he changes his name to Machiavelli. Why? Exactly. My point was, did I just questioned everything and I said, you guys think he's dead? He's obviously not dead. His album was called 7-Day Theory. He told you how he was going to die. This shit was planned. He didn't die. Like, look, oh my God, man. Look, Tupac's last album, please. Look at his last album. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. So I researched this when I was like I was like 9 years old researching this shit. I was 9 years old, like what? Because I had like family members that were telling me some shit. So 1996, his last album was called The Dawn Illuminati 7-Day Theory. Okay, so he died November 5th. My bad. It wasn't on 13th. I don't know what I was talking about. But let's see. When was he shot though? So when was Tupac shot? September 7. Oh, this was when his album released. So yes, look. It was not November. I'm sorry. He was shot September 7. Now when did he die? September 13. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm sorry. So Tupac was shot September 7. He died 7 days later. What was his album called? That was released in November. 2 months after he died. 2 months after he died, they released the 7-Day Theory, Don Illuminati album. This was Tupac's last album. His name wasn't Tupac, it was Machiavelli. The album was called The Don Illuminati, and it says at the bottom, The 7-Day Theory. So why was his album called The 7-Day Theory? He was shot on the 7th. He died 7 days later. He read a book called The Prince, which was a book written in the 1500s by Machiavelli. So I was like, if he faked his death, then the damn government is in on it. That would have. This means he would have. Listen what this means. The news reported, oh, he died, but it's like, no. So it's like, hold on. We are being told lies on the news, is my point. Whoever lied, whether it was intentional or not, majority of people believe what they're told on the goddamn TV. Tupac died, got shot. Everyone believes it. The news said it. His body was found. The cops released a report. That's the thing that's what got me there. It's not just the newscasters reporting something. It's the police saying we have his his body in his autopsy. No. If this shit was fake and they're lying, the cops are in on this shit. It's nuts. So anyways, the point is either the people are gullible as hell or the cops are goddamn liars. So I'm just like, it's both. You believe everything you goddamn see, and the cops are freaking liars, man. And that's why I was like, F everybody. I don't trust no one. I don't trust you because you're dumb enough to believe everything. And I don't trust you, government, because you don't fucking tell us the truth. You lie and you believe the fucking lies. And that's why I was like, God damn it, I'm just gonna be a fucking rapper. Because I'm not gonna go to the medical school and learn fake medicine to fake heal people. So anyways, um, I was like, everybody's just being paid out, man. Everyone's bought out. Everyone's a fucking sellout. Nobody asks enough questions. So anyways, I love you all. Appreciate you all. I guess this is my farewell. Um, this is my farewell. 0010110. Take off in the matrix, I feel like a hero. Run up to the simulation, run up to the innovation like a rocket ship. Cause I'm infinite, higher energy, yep, cause I'm in the field. Cyborgs, fuck. Alien technology, alien technology. Anyways, uh, have you read the book of The Prince by Machiavelli? What's it about? It's about a prince who fakes his death. No, I have not read it, but yes, I have read the summary. You can try to use cognitive dissonance. So yeah, Tupac named his freaking album after the prince who faked his death. Do you think Tupac faked his death? Well, he named his album after the dude who faked his death. Oh my god, nobody's talking about this. Well, they're gonna say, we have his autopsy. No, we fucking don't. Don't believe everything you goddamn hear. Oh my God, Josh, please stop, bro. Please. Please, bro. I beg you, dog. Of course, Michael Jackson's still alive. This one time at band camp, Good night.